What is going on, y'all? We are on day 4 of the Parlay Ole Bets Best Bet show. It is January 8th. I'm the host, Andrew. As you know, I'm the owner of Parlay Ole Bets, and we've been doing this for the last couple of days. We also are going to be covering Unrivaled tomorrow, so make sure to check that out. We'll be breaking down the weekend slate of games. We already have several plays posted in the Discord for Unrivaled, and we have 2 plays posted for today's small NBA slate. So we're going to jump into it, though. Just a quick recap of yesterday. 3-0 on the YouTube best bets. We're working our way back from a small deficit I created early in the year, the first couple of days. Not the best results. So I'm working our way back there. But we are 7-1 on the YouTube best bets, which is exactly where we want to be, providing those free bets to you that are winning every single day. If you like this, though, make sure to subscribe so you can get this notification every time we drop this show. And again, we have 2 bets for today. The first bet's going to be Johnny Furphy over 4.5 rebounds. Now, there's not a lot of data that you're going to be able to show on Props Madness that says, yes, hammer this bet. But I'm going to show you another piece after this that will help a little bit with the context. But overall, Johnny Furphy in the last couple games, he has played 13 minutes, grabbed 5 boards. Last game played 31 minutes, grabbed 17 boards. And that was the most minutes he's played all season. Big thing to note, Benedict Mathurin out. So that was a big piece of why Johnny Furphy got to play more. He also got to start because Rick Carlisle said he's been playing really hard. And that's what I'm going to show you here real quick. So I like this play for a couple reasons. I think Furphy is in there specifically for his rebounding. He's a 6'9" guard who can get up and get on the glass and get rebounds. But when you look at why he's in the game and what specifically Rick Carlisle likes about him, this is where I'm tracking all this information in Coach Speak. So I have my own Coach Speak. I track all the interviews every single time that they're posted. And what I'm going to show you is how that's laid out for you today. And specifically the quote that was shared by Rick Carlisle in regards to Johnny Furphy and why he loves Johnny Furphy. So let me pull this up for you right here. Where is that? All right. We're going to pull this over because that was not working for me there. All right. So I break down everything for Coach Speak here in the Discord. If you have access to picks, you get access to the Coach Speak. Otherwise, you can pay $10 for the Coach Speak. But what I really liked about what Rick Carlisle said was the reason he is starting is because of how hard he plays, and he does rebound and he runs and he goes hard. He does things in our system that are very important. Probably should have played him more in the second half. He played 31 minutes, so he's wanting to play him even more than that. We have Benedict Mathurin out again. Andrew Nembhard was just listed as questionable. So the floor is very high for Furphy going in this game. I like the 4.5 rebounds. The second play of the day is going to be Modest Buzelis, and we're going to take his assist. So I don't typically share ladders on here, but there's just such a small slate, and there's not a lot I like here. But I'm going to play Modest Buzelis 3, 4, and 5 assist. All right. So in the Discord, we got that at plus 160, plus 440, and plus 900, I believe. When you look at this, you're going to say, Andrew, he has hit 4 assists 3 times this season. And you're not wrong. Actually, let me just max that out. All right. Sorry. So in this year, he's hit 4 assists 3 times this year. He's hit 5 assists 1 time, and that was a few days ago. Now, again, there's several factors to this. The first factor of which is we're coming on a back-to-back. So Kobe White has been injured, and I anticipate Kobe White being out this game. So let's look at the days without Kobe White. He's averaging 0.9 more potential assists a game and 1.9 overall assist. Now let's look at without Giddey. We're seeing 4 potential assists a game and 2.5 actual assists a game. So you like to see that. What I like, though, about this matchup, let me just take. I keep accidentally selecting that. Jeez. All right. Rookie here. When we take a look at this, though, and you look at the Heat and kind of where those assists are coming from, and also who are getting those assists when you're looking at some of that forward position. When you look at by position, Trey Murphy, 5 on 6, Jaden McDaniels, 3 on 7, Pascal Siakam, 5 on, well, 3 is wrong, but 5 assists here. And what I like to see when I'm looking at some of these lower assist numbers is how are they getting these assists? So when you look at him playing against the Magic, and when you watch the film back, and I just go to NBA.com, look at the players' stats for the game, and then pull up the tape to watch what those assists are. What I liked about this game against the Magic was that he was driving to the hoop and then kicking it out, or driving to the hoop and dumping it off to Vucevic. So I liked seeing that in this game. What I saw when I watched Jaden McDaniels tape and Trey Murphy's and Siakam's is getting out in transition, kicking it over to threes, driving to the basket, kicking out to threes. And it really, what I'm looking for is that when I'm watching Siakam or Murphy or McDaniels, that it doesn't feel different than when I'm watching Matas. All right. And so I loved what I saw on tape. I love the increase in potentials. And you look at even just the last 5 games, we're seeing those potentials jump up as well, 4.6 and 3 assists total. So now let's pull up the coach speak here, because this is something I think is really interesting as well. So one of the things on Matas, they asked him about being more aggressive as of late and the possibility of being a 25 point per game scorer. And he says, I think he's working toward that. The biggest thing for him is that I've been most pleased with is that he's not holding onto the ball and dancing with it. He's been really decisive. He's figuring out when and where to be decisive. Part of that is driving to the basket and making a decision, not making a decision, then driving to the basket, right? And being able to accommodate that. There also, what I saw here as well, earlier in the week, he continues to get better. His body is going to develop. He's going to get stronger. There are matchups that are going to be hard for him, but I view it from the lens of him trying to compete, the mentality to compete, and that's what I've seen tonight. He was great. The seven assists and rebounds were so much more value to me. I want to see him do that. So positive coach speak indicating that he likes that. The fact that we're seeing some of the things they're working on him with come into fruition in the game, and then also Kobe White being out. I love Matas Buzelis, 3, 4, 5 assists today. So that's all I got for the show today. Again, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll talk about them on the next show. And tomorrow we're going to be doing Unrivaled and maybe doing a few NBA bets as well. But make sure to subscribe to get the notifications whenever we drop this show. Appreciate y'all. And if you like this content, you want more bets like this, check out the Discord link that's going to be in the bio of this YouTube show, and use the code Unrivaled for 50% off. Thanks, y'all. Have a great day.